Gentlemen, I am Dr. Elise, your personal sexual health advisor. Every woman carries doors to her deepest desires, yet most men don't know how to open them. They rush, they guess, and they often assume intimacy is only about physical contact. The truth is far more nuanced. Intimacy is not a sprint, it is an art. Understanding this distinction changes everything. Today, the focus is on 3 key areas every woman secretly wants to be touched. And it's important to note, these touches go far beyond skin. They begin in her mind, reach her heart, and only then awaken her body. Before exploring this fully, take a moment to consider where you're watching from. Share it in the comments. Seeing viewers from all over the world makes this community feel alive. And if conversations like these matter to you, like the video and subscribe. Supporting the channel signals that men are looking to foster meaningful connections, not play games. Many men believe women respond primarily to physical contact, thinking that the secret lies in technique, tricks, or specific touches. But this is a misconception. True intimacy starts in the mind and heart long before any physical encounter. When a man grasps this, he transforms from being forgettable to someone a woman remembers, someone who sparks thoughts of safety, desire, and emotional connection. The desire she feels is rooted not only in attraction but in trust, devotion, and genuine care. For those who haven't met Dr. Elise, she has spent over 5 years working with men and women to help couples reignite passion and overcome intimacy struggles. Through both research and real-life experience, she has observed that the men who succeed are those who can engage a woman's imagination, honor her emotions, and then respect her body. These men cultivate connections that endure decades, not just fleeting encounters. The first of the 3 essential areas is the mind. Surprisingly, this is often overlooked. Biologically, a woman's brain is her most sensitive erogenous zone. Desire begins here, as neurochemicals such as dopamine and oxytocin activate when she feels intellectually stimulated and emotionally safe. Long before the body responds, the mind scripts desire, imagining, anticipating, and responding to emotional cues. Emotionally, when a man challenges her thoughts, respects her intelligence, and genuinely engages in her ideas, she feels valued for more than her appearance. She feels recognized as a whole person, and that recognition is intoxicating. In practical terms, men can move beyond surface-level compliments about looks. Instead, they can ask thoughtful questions that prompt reflection. For instance, asking about a dream she has never shared, or an ambition she hesitated to speak aloud, reaches her mind far deeper than "you look beautiful." A woman wants to feel mentally undressed before any physical intimacy occurs. Conversation, curiosity, playful teasing, and attentive listening are the tools to accomplish this. Humor can open doors, and respectful challenges stimulate engagement. If a man can evoke laughter, provoke thought, and show true attention, he creates a connection that physical skill alone cannot match. By focusing on the mind first, a man lays the groundwork for the emotional and physical intimacy that follow. The second area is the heart. After a woman's mind is engaged, emotional intimacy becomes essential. Biologically, the heart and emotions are closely linked with the nervous system. Feeling safe and cherished reduces stress hormones, allowing her body to open naturally to connection. Emotionally, she is always evaluating trustworthiness. Can she be vulnerable with this man? Will her feelings be respected or dismissed? Conditional or inconsistent affection leads to withdrawal. Consistent care unlocks her emotional availability. Practically, emotional connection does not require grand gestures. Small, deliberate acts are often more effective. Remembering her favorite tea and surprising her with it, sending a thoughtful midday message, holding her through tears instead of immediately trying to fix problems, all of these communicate presence and care. Many women may offer physical intimacy, but few men truly touch their hearts. Respecting boundaries, validating feelings, and consistently showing attentiveness are what make a man unforgettable. Emotional intimacy thrives on presence, reliability, and sensitivity. It is being the person whose presence feels like home. The third area, the body, will be explored fully in the next section. It is only after the mind and heart have been engaged that a woman's body responds completely. The key principle is patience. Her body reacts to intention and presence, not speed. Nerve endings cover every inch of her skin, and each area has potential to be an erogenous zone if approached thoughtfully. Emotional readiness amplifies physical responsiveness, and the combination of patience, tenderness, and confidence is transformative. At this stage, it is also critical to acknowledge that many women carry insecurities about their bodies. A man who treats her with respect, who conveys that every part of her is valued, awakens her fully. Physical intimacy, when combined with emotional connection and mental stimulation, creates experiences that linger in memory. In summary, the journey to deep intimacy begins with the mind. Engage with curiosity, challenge ideas playfully, and listen attentively. Then move to the heart, showing consistency, empathy, and genuine care. Only after these steps does the body awaken fully, responding to thoughtful, intentional touch. Following this order sets a man apart, creating lasting, meaningful connection that few others achieve. Now that her mind and heart have been engaged, attention turns to the body. This is where patience and intention matter most. A woman's body does not respond to hurried gestures or superficial touches. Every inch of skin holds sensitivity, and each area can become an erogenous zone when approached with awareness and care. Emotional readiness amplifies the response, so the touch must reflect respect, tenderness, and confidence simultaneously. Biologically, her nervous system responds to these layers of connection. When she feels safe and emotionally engaged, stress hormones lower, and her body becomes more receptive. The physical signals are subtle: changes in breathing, small shifts in posture, and the way her hands relax or tense. A man who can read these cues and respond thoughtfully communicates desire and reassurance without words. This is the essence of physical intimacy. It is never rushed, and it is never disconnected from the emotional and mental layers that preceded it. Emotionally, every woman seeks a balance of tenderness and strength. Gentle touch without confidence can feel lacking, while strength without care can feel overbearing. The art lies in combining both. Simple gestures, kissing the forehead, brushing hair back, resting a hand on the small of her back, carry enormous significance when delivered with intent. Each movement communicates safety, presence, and appreciation. Practical guidance in daily life emphasizes slowing down and being mindful. Notice her breathing, the way her body reacts, the subtle signs that indicate comfort or hesitation. By aligning touch with these signals, every contact becomes meaningful. Many men overlook this, focusing on physical techniques rather than the emotional and mental context that makes touch truly memorable. When applied correctly, even small gestures can awaken profound connection. Another essential element is reverence. Every woman experiences insecurities about her body. Touching her with respect, acknowledging her beauty in all its forms, and making her feel valued in the places she doubts herself creates lasting impact. This combination of passion, patience, and respect does more than stimulate physical sensation. It touches her soul through her body. Moments like these are remembered long after the encounter, and they foster deep trust and emotional intimacy. Applying this knowledge begins with integrating the three layers, mind, heart, and body, in sequence. Start by engaging her mind. Ask thoughtful questions, listen carefully, and spark playful curiosity. Move to her heart. Demonstrate consistent care, validate emotions, and show empathy in everyday interactions. Finally, attend to her body with deliberate, intentional gestures. Let your presence, hands, and eyes communicate desire, safety, and admiration. It is important to recognize that past experiences with intimacy may have been confusing or disappointing. Many men were never taught to approach intimacy in this holistic way. Society emphasizes speed, physical technique, and external achievement, often ignoring the deeper layers of connection that truly matter. The encouraging news is that it is never too late to start. Intention, presence, and attentiveness are more powerful than perfection. Every woman can feel the difference when a man is genuinely present and aware. Ultimately, every woman longs to be touched in three places: her mind, her heart, and her body. Touching the mind sparks intrigue and curiosity. Touching the heart builds trust and emotional availability. Touching the body with patience, respect, and intention awakens desire fully and authentically. When a man integrates these three layers, he creates intimacy that goes beyond fleeting attraction, cultivating devotion, admiration, and a connection that resonates on every level. Daily practices reinforce this approach. Engaging conversations, shared laughter, gentle acts of thoughtfulness, and consistent emotional presence strengthen bonds over time. Physical gestures, aligned with mental and emotional cues, amplify intimacy naturally. The men who master this balance become the ones women remember, the ones who inspire desire not just in the moment, but over months and years. In closing, this holistic approach transforms relationships. Mind, heart, and body are inseparable in creating lasting intimacy. Each layer builds upon the previous, producing connection that is profound, memorable, and deeply satisfying. Intentionality in these interactions, rather than speed or technique alone, is what separates extraordinary men from the rest. With the mind, heart, and body aligned, a man steps into a space of genuine connection. This is where lasting intimacy is born. By approaching a woman with intention, patience, and respect, he creates moments that are unforgettable, moments that linger in her memory and build a foundation of trust, desire, and devotion. Every gesture, every word, every touch becomes meaningful because it is layered with awareness of her thoughts, emotions, and physical responses. Practical application begins with the mind. Engage her with questions that inspire reflection, curiosity, and imagination. Ask about hidden dreams, memories she treasures, or experiences that shaped her perspective. This mental stimulation creates intrigue and shows that she is valued for more than surface-level qualities. Playfulness, humor, and thoughtful challenges further deepen this connection, demonstrating that attention to her inner world is a priority. Next comes the heart. Show consistent care in everyday interactions. Small acts, when intentional, speak volumes, remembering personal preferences, checking in during the day, offering comfort during difficult moments. Emotional intimacy is built through presence, listening, and respect for her feelings. Trust grows when she knows she can be vulnerable without fear of judgment. Men who consistently demonstrate empathy and appreciation create a sense of safety that transforms ordinary relationships into lasting bonds. Finally, the body. Physical intimacy is most profound when preceded by mental and emotional connection. Approach every gesture with care, respect, and patience. Subtle actions, resting a hand on her back, brushing a strand of hair away, gentle kisses, communicate attention and admiration. Reading her physical cues, responding to them thoughtfully, and balancing tenderness with confidence creates experiences that awaken desire fully and authentically. This combination of passion, patience, and respect does more than stimulate the senses. It touches her soul. It is crucial to recognize that many men may have learned only to focus on physical techniques, ignoring the deeper layers of connection. Society often emphasizes speed and performance, but the most meaningful intimacy emerges from a holistic approach. The good news is that learning this approach is accessible to any man willing to be present, intentional, and attentive. Age, past experience, or perceived skill level are not barriers. Awareness and care are what matter most. The benefits of following this approach are profound. Women remember men who stimulate their minds, honor their hearts, and approach their bodies with reverence. They feel safe, desired, and valued. This creates a cycle of emotional openness and physical responsiveness that strengthens over time. By focusing on mind, heart, and body in sequence, a man becomes memorable, trusted, and deeply cherished. Daily practices reinforce this connection. Thoughtful conversation, attentive listening, and small, meaningful gestures lay the groundwork for deeper intimacy. Physical interactions, when intentional and patient, amplify the emotional and mental connection already established. Over time, this creates a relationship that is not only passionate but enduring. Remember, the path to meaningful intimacy is a journey, not a checklist. It begins with curiosity and engagement, grows through empathy and consistency, and culminates in respectful, intentional physical connection. Men who embrace this approach do not merely create fleeting encounters. They cultivate devotion, trust, and connection that lasts a lifetime. If this message resonates, share your thoughts in the comments below. Like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications to join ongoing conversations that can transform your relationships. Remember, age or past mistakes do not define your capacity for intimacy. Small, intentional changes in approach can restore confidence, connection, and passion. This is Dr. Elise reminding you, learning to touch a woman where it matters most, the mind, the heart, and the body, turns you into the man she will never forget. Connection is not only about physical presence, it is about showing up fully, listening deeply, and acting with intention. When you approach intimacy in this way, you do more than awaken desire, you foster trust, admiration, and love that lasts.